Alright. Start with the consent agenda. Approved claim docket payments from October 2024. Approved statement of expenditures for the tax office from October 2024. Approved statement of expenditures for sheriff's department and jail. Yeah. Medical examiner, please.
I did. I looked at it.
That's it.
You get you?
I need to get it. So I'm looking at it later. I got this.
Approved board minutes from October 2024. Approved road department work schedule for November 2024. The medical examiner fees had 21 of those. Approval of solid waste register for October of 2024. And approved solid waste 90-day delinquent list.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Randy,
Second.
second by Chad, all in favor? Motion carries. Board attorney, approval of the subrecipient agreement between Ace Fiber and Union County to approve and obligate ARPA funds. This is gonna be,
Any questions?
Motion to approve.
we're on the broadband.
I'll second.
Motion by Randy, second by CJ, all in favor? Motion carries. County administrator, I guess we got Bill Mattox.
Yes, hey, so if y'all mind, just like to take a minute to address the board. And really just here to express our appreciation from y'all in Light Gas and Water, and also got some representatives from Ace Fiber, Ace Power here. I think they'd like to address y'all as well. You know, the pledge y'all made of the ARPA Funds, $1 million pledge, that is huge for the project we're working on. Y'all know the difficulties we face kind of getting a project off the ground to get everybody covered in Union County. You know, obviously with us being a municipal utility, we weren't able to do the same thing the co-ops could do as far as providing internet. So we had to get creative to get a solution, and y'all were right there with us, you know, we were trying to figure that out, offering support, you know, anything you could do to help make it happen, because all of you, well, Chad, all this folks that be covered through Northeast and probably Northeast, but everybody else, y'all had a pretty sizable group of customers without any kind of internet. It wasn't very good or nothing at all. And it bothered me because I was concerned if we don't have really good internet coverage across our entire footprint, people aren't gonna wanna move here or live here. It's just not gonna be a very attractive place. So, you know, really had to get creative, find a solution to get service, to those customers. We did find out that we could build the network, you know, Light Gas and Water could build it for our electric system purposes, and then lease the excess fiber to an internet service provider so they could provide the internet. So when we figured out that was a real solution, again, you all were very supportive and offering anything you could to help, and along comes the ARPA money, so that's, you know, that's a great way to help us, let me tell you. We found a great partner in Ace Fiber. You know, they're part of the Alcorn County Electric Co-op up in Corinth. If y'all don't know about those guys, they were the very first co-op in the country. Right in here in Corinth, Mississippi, they were the very first model for that. And they like to be first and they like to be best. It just so happened they were through with their project, and they were kind of looking for something else to do, and they really liked our market and the footprint down here. They were eager to partner with us. I'll let John speak to that, but again, they've been a great partner. We got the design complete and started the construction. Actually started when you have to bring the internet, you have to get the internet in before you can start pushing it out. So we brought the internet in from Corinth, kind of down through Blue Mountain, so we kind of hit Cotton Plant and some of those areas first. It's over in Calville. I get my Pleasant Hills and Pleasant Ridges mixed up, and it's kind of all the way out Highway 30. We got the backbone built out around most of New Albany, that's getting ready to come up, and now they're out at Blue Springs. And the construction crews are moving really fast, so that's gonna, I don't know how long it'll take, Sean, but it won't be long. They'll be finishing Blue Springs, and they'll go to Hickory Flat and kind of work their way back into Myrtle. And so you're looking, very early, next year, we'll have the main line up for all the Union County customers, so, and just shortly after that, there'll be service there. So, with that, then every single home in Union County, when you look at what, Tiffany's got a few, Northeast has got a lot, Tom Digby's got a lot, and then with us bringing this thing kind of right down through the middle, every single home in Union County will have access to high-speed broadband. Now, I'm talking about good quality. I'm gonna let Sean tell you a little bit about the product, because I really think it may be what they're offering is probably the best in the country. So, that's not, people say that all the time, but they can back it up. Again, this is just a great news story. You don't see this kind of cooperation. It's hard for municipal utility and co-ops. They don't usually work together a lot. And then city and county doesn't really work together real good sometimes. But we're all working together on this, really to make this county better. And I just, couldn't be more proud of our community and we're thankful to y'all for the support. So, man, we need a real good story about this. Yeah, y'all mind Sean, that's what the, Sean Brass.
Well, I've had it 2 weeks, next 5 or 2 weeks. I really like it.
Good, we appreciate you
That's
taking
what
it.
I'd like to hear.
Yeah, Sean Brass, president and CEO for Ace Power and Ace Fiber.
Well, I won't take too much of your time, but I did want to show our appreciation and thanks for the trust and that you've got in us to deliver your broadband needs to the unserved and underserved population within the footprint of New Albany Light, Gas, and Water. Any funds that we receive obviously go a long way towards what is a very costly build and a long process. About 73% of these funds are actually going to be returned to New Albany Light, Gas, and Water to offset their construction costs, which are great. As Bill mentioned, we've already hit the Blue Mountain and the Cownville area on Highway 30. We're opening up areas in the Blue Springs area. That was our most unserved and underserved area. They don't have, what we're hearing from customers is there's nothing available out there. So we're going to be serving them very soon. But again, just want to thank you for your trust in us to be able to deliver broadband to those unserved areas in Union County. And we're really looking forward to serving those customers soon. Thank you.
Approval to void outstanding checks from 2023 county general fund.
Chair, Tom Hall, tell me, Councilman.
Oh, okay, on the, I'm sorry, now off track, what do you want to be talking about? Oh, yeah, that's all outstanding checks back in 23, a lot of them were election holders, it worked the precincts, and we called some of them and called them, and some was a year and a half old. We had 2 of them tell us just donate the money back to the county, so that's what we're gonna do, write them off, and we do that periodically, and our books get cluttered up, so that's pretty much it.
Second for CJ,
Second.
second for Steve. All in favor? Motion carries. Approval of travel expenses, November 13th to Jackson for training and certification for purchase clerk.
Make a motion. Trained.
Motion for Chad, second for Randy. All in favor? Motion carries. Chancery clerk, approval of payment for court. Motion. Steve Watson.
Second.
Chad was second. All in favor? Motion carries. Circuit clerk, approval of payment for court. Motion by CJ, second by Steve. All in favor? Motion carries. E911 dispatch, approval of payroll authorization for a dispatcher.
This is for Will Robertson, Will Robertson can be served as dispatcher, effective today.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Randy, second by Steve. All in favor? Motion carries. Steve. EMA, approval of inventory deletion of computers no longer working. Motion CJ,
Second.
second Chad. All in favor? Motion carries. Approval of inventory deletion of a Honda generator, it's no longer working.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Randy,
Second.
second Steve. All in favor? Motion carries. All right. On C, we're gonna skip it, because they're gonna be out of town. So, no need to do it. Road department, discuss advertising for a new wheel loader. Got anything to get?
I don't think I'll do that. Okay, so we're advertising for one or more four-wheel drive wheel loaders for the road department. So we will receive bids on Wednesday, December 11th until 10 o'clock a.m. and then at that time, they will have already been published as, or they'll be published in the paper before then. I'm sorry. Yes, on I said December 11th. And then we're gonna publish in the paper November 13th and 20th. So we just need approval for approving the advertising.
Make a motion. Second.
Motion by Chad, second by Randy, all in favor? Motion carries. Sheriff's Department. Approval of pay increase for deputies John Boatner and Mark Hunter that completed the training. That's good. Motion by CJ.
Second.
Second by Steve, all in favor? Motion carries. Approval of travel and lodging for sheriff to attend Sheriff's Winter Conference in Biloxi.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Randy, all in favor? Motion carries. Discuss quotes for purchasing two 2024 Dodge Durangos.
You got that?
No.
Want them Landers and want those cans.
So, this is not active, this is now.
Those are
this is
24s,
actual.
you gotta order 25s. And we found somebody that had 24, 23 even.
Okay, we're ordering 25.
They
Alright, we
didn't
have one
yesterday.
from Landers, I've got one from Landers for $38,919, 38,919. And that was Landers in South Haven. And then the second one is from Canon, and it's in Greenwood, and it's $39,500, $39,500. So the total for two would be $79,000 for Cannon, and for Landers, two of them would be $77,838, $77,838.
Motion to accept the lower quote.
From Landers, from Landers, okay.
Motion by CJ, second by Randy. All in favor? Motion carries. Alright, yeah. Now we're gonna discuss quotes for outfitting the two Dodge Durangos.
The first one we have is from ComSouth, and its total is $17,943.70. $17,943.70. The second quote received by LaFleur Communications for $20,386.84. $20,386.84. This will be outfitting both of the new vehicles.
I'll make a motion to accept the lowest quote from Tom. Second.
CJ with a motion, Steve with a second, for the lowest quote. Comes out. Approval of advertising for reverse auction for body cameras and the COPS grant.
Make a motion. Second.
Motion by Chad, second by Randy, all in favor? Motion carries.
I'm sorry, Chad.
Hey Terry, on that, do they need to go ahead and actually approve having a reverse auction too, or just advertising?
Well, I guess you do the same thing when you get the ad, you haven't got the ad wrote yet, do you? So, I don't know exactly when it's gonna be, we'll get the advertisement done, you have to count so many days, advertise for 2 weeks, and I think 7 days after that, working days, and, set the, auction date. They usually do a solicitation period where they have to submit their specs, and then you go through their specs and determine who is eligible and who's not eligible, whether or not they meet specs, and then you'll set the reverse auction date. So usually we do it through central bidding, so it's online. So I guess you just approve advertising right now.
All right.
Tax office, approval of October surrender taxes.
Make a motion.
CJ loves to
He
be the
does
first
too.
one on that, always, yeah.
CJ with a motion, Chad with a second, all in favor? Motion carries. Approval of adjustment to the escape tax discussed in October 21 meeting.
So in October, we discussed a property that was discovered that had been assessed as a church parsonage, and so it was exempt. The deed changed to a taxpayer. We did not make that adjustment in the assessor's office to pick up the home. We only assessed them for the land. So the statute that says we can apply those escape taxes also stipulates a penalty and an interest. But since it was partially the assessor's fault for not picking up that, I would like to ask the board to excuse those penalties and interest, unless when the chancery clerk sends the letter showing that the assessed value increased and what his taxes are, he has a 30-day time period to pay that. And if they're not paid in that time period, then we would add the penalties and interest to it. I had sent Chandler some information regarding it. I also talked to the Mississippi Assessors and Collectors Association, and that is how they would have handled it also. That they would have given him that 30-day grace period with no penalties or interest, but if he fails to pay it in that time, to then add those on. I have, the statutes that allow you to do that in my information for Annette to send to the taxpayer.
You need a motion for that?
Make a motion, sir. Motion by Randy, second. Second by Steve, all in favor? Motion carries. Anything else before we recess? Recess to Monday, November the 18th.
Motion with